Hi, Life Path number 9s. Welcome to your collective reading for October 2021. Quick note, if you are not familiar with life path numbers, they are similar to your zodiac, except you calculate it based on your date of birth. And this number really shows you what your soul's purpose is. It helps you identify your strengths, your challenges. So many things. So it's a really important number. I put a way to calculate it beneath this video if you would like to get your number. And once you get your number, if you go to my channel, you can click on the video that corresponds to your number and get your reading for October. All right, so I am going to pull 3 cards from the Energy Oracle card deck first. Please remember this is a collective reading, so you may resonate with some, you may resonate with less than some. It really just depends. Just take from what you're able to take from it. If you would like a personal reading, I do those as well. You can request one. Information is below this video. All right, let's get started. Let's see what October has in store for you, Life Path number 9s. All right, so we have the Walking Away card. We have the Reverse Financial Constraints card. And then we have the Reverse Strategy card. Okay, Life Path number 9s, you all are walking away from something in October, okay? And I feel like this is something that's just been a long time coming and that you've needed to walk away from for a while. So either you're starting to leave it or you're about to leave it, but it is a necessary departure from whatever it is. So yes, this seems like this is going to be really good for you in October. So I'm getting the feel for some of you it's a relationship, for some of you it's a job that you just have not been happy in, but I feel like you've been attached to it for a while, and that you have been kind of going back and forth, or you were going back and forth, and now you finally made a decision. So you're going to make this decision, and it's important that you stick with it, okay? Because it feels like this is something that was holding you back from being who you needed to be and getting where you needed to get and achieving the goals that you wanted to achieve. So this is really, I feel like this is going to be a big change for you, but I feel like you have all the resources you need to really leave this situation and walk away from it. And this could also be, for some of you, kind of like just negative feelings and emotions. Maybe you've been so down about something, or maybe beating yourself up, or just been hard on yourself, or just have been suffering from really just negative self-talk or self-sabotaging behaviors. And I feel like this is really going to be the time where you start to release that and let it go and move on to better, and realize that you're the ish, pretty much, right? Like you deserve everything and more. So I feel like this is that time for you. So stick with it. Know you've made the right decision, or you're about to make the right decision, and honor your decision. Honor yourself, okay? The next card, Financial Constraint. So I feel like if you have been suffering or really dealing with like money problems or finances, or you've just been so nervous about, money and just anything in the area, I feel like this is a month where you're really going to start bringing in that abundance. I feel like those money troubles or fears are going to start residing, because it seems like you've been planting the seeds for something, and now you're starting to finally harvest it, okay? I hope that makes sense, but I feel like it does for some of you. So just know that if you have been worrying about this, or worrying about finances, or unsure, maybe you are leaving a job that wasn't paying you enough, right? That could be the thing that you're walking away from. But again, I feel like if it's maybe been a job you've been concerned about the finances, don't worry about that. continue to, let that old thing go and just know that it's so much more coming in for you, so much more that you did not even expect. Like, it's exciting things happening for you that you didn't even know were going to happen, especially now that you are letting go of that negative energy and that baggage. And so just know that those worries are, they're gonna go away. They're gonna be leaving really soon this month, okay? And finally, with the strategy card, it seems like you are going to be reassessing your plans for something. So again, it's almost like it's like you've been working towards something, right? And that could actually be what you might be walking away from for some of you. Almost like you have a plan of where you're trying to get to. You have an idea, and the plans that you've been trying or the ways you've been taking have not been working, right? And so I think now you're starting to release that, maybe that one specific way of doing something, or the one specific way you thought you could get somewhere, and you're seeing that there are different ways that you could take, and you're kind of changing your plans and kind of letting go of that frustration and that fear, right? And you're reassessing things, but just know that this reassessment is good, especially now, Mercury is in retrograde. So an important part during this time is actually reassessment, and kind of going back and looking over things, right? And kind of checking things over to see, can I make this better? Can I do this in a better way? And I feel like this is going to be the perfect time. And if you were not thinking about, changing things or changing plans, maybe look at it. Maybe, if you have been working towards something that you just have not been quite getting or receiving, maybe this is the perfect time, or October is going to be the prime time for you to start to look at this thing again and reassess it and figure out, okay, what can I change to get to where I want to get and go to where I want to go? Because I feel like you're going to get there, but this is the time where it's time this month to look things over and see what can you make better, okay? So let's see any challenges for the month of October. Your challenges, we have the Door to Value, the Reverse Healer of the Ages, and then the Indecision card. Okay, life path number 9. So that Door to Value card is really letting me know that you have had some worries about like just finances or just, resources. Like you've just been, have some concerns. And so I feel like now that in October is going to be a month where you're going to see, much better, just an increase in your resources, that your financial worries are gonna like decrease, and like you're gonna be okay. I feel like that's still gonna be something in the back of your mind, even when you start to see more of this money, this abundance coming in, or even before it comes in October, you're still gonna not believe that it's coming in, and you probably won't even believe it even when it's in your face. You're still going to be like, no, this is too good to be true. Believe it, okay? You've been working for this thing. You've been working hard. You've been through a lot. You're letting go, negative energy and people and just situations. Just know that like you're starting to reap the benefits, right? You're reaping the rewards of what the hard work you've put in. So just really accept it as it happens, okay? I know it's when we live in like this fearful state for so long, it's hard to kind of shake it, right? Especially when we're so unsure about something that's, important as, money, because it is important as much as we try to say that it isn't. So I understand that it's so hard to kind of let go of just that scarcity mindset, but just really embrace it as it comes. Believe what you see, believe that it's happening, and just know that, this is owed to you, okay? With the Healer of the Ages, that definitely was going to be a challenge for you, because I feel like what you're walking away from has left you with scars, has left you with, even if the scars are starting to heal, I just feel like it's left you with some type of baggage that you may be feeling like it's hard to shake. Make sure you put an emphasis and you focus on your own personal healing. Even with changes coming this month, and maybe you're trying to reassess these things, right? And you're trying to move forward, but just make sure that you're putting in the time and work on yourself, because before we can move forward and really move forward, right, we have to make sure that we are practicing self-care and, just healing ourselves and our wounds, and just, paying attention and acknowledging what we've been through and what we have survived. So just make sure you're really focusing on healing yourself, especially if you're someone who likes to help other people and really like to nurture or, care for other people. Before you can care for others, you have to care for yourselves, right? Before you can fill up somebody else's cup, you have to make sure yours is filled up. So just make sure you're putting, you're devoting enough time for yourself, for your needs, and for your own healing. All right. And with this indecision card, I feel like you're going to have a big decision to make in some area of your life, and you're not going to know how the heck you're going to make this decision. And it could be whether the walking away card, it could be you deciding to walk away. If you are feeling like, should I stay or should I go? Just know that it's time to let that toxic thing go. If it's not bringing any value to your life, if it's bringing you down, it is time to make that decision. You understand? And it could also be how you're going to change your plans. If you are trying to reassess some things, you might be trying to decide, okay, which way should I go with this? I would say find time with just you in a safe space. I don't know if maybe you meditate or if you pray, or if you just like to sit by yourself with your own thoughts. Just be by yourself and really think about this decision, if it's something to do, with changing your plans and trying to figure out which way to go, because, you know what's best for you. And I feel like if you cut out all the other people in your ears, if you take out their, what they think you should do, what they feel is right or the best way, then and think about what you really want and what is really best for you, then you'll have your answer. Okay. But don't sit on this decision too long, because it feels like this decision is going to have to be a quick one, or just one that you can't take too long with. Okay. You're going to have to take action on it. So don't allow yourself to sit on it too long. Really look within yourself and try to, make a decision, not as fast as possible, but as quickly as possible, that you're a decision that you're comfortable with. Okay. So let's see if there's any more messages Spirit has for you for October, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. So 4 cards popped out of the deck, so I'm just going to read them all. We have the Envy card, the Reverse Rest and Rejuvenation card. There's that rest, right? The Garden and the Gate, and then the Victory card. So yeah, life hack number 9, this is going to be a great month for you. I feel like there's so much abundance coming in, because we have the Victory card and the Garden and the Gate card. The Garden and the Gate normally indicates that financial prosperity is coming your way. Maybe one like prosperity that you weren't expecting, or one that you've been working towards for so long, and now it's like, oh, it's finally here. And especially paired with the Victory card, which, really is just like, you've been working at something. You've been really, again, planting those seeds, and now it's time to harvest what you've been working towards. So I just feel like October is the month that, just those financial worries and stress, it's just really going to just depart. The clouds are kind of going to part. And I feel like, those words you've been the words you are having are really just going to, you're just going to have so much coming in for you, and you've really been waiting for this. So just be prepared for it and accept it. Don't doubt it. Believe it, because you've earned it. You've worked hard for this. With the Rest and Rejuvenation card, it's telling me that, you're going to have to, work at some things, but also make sure, again, you're finding time for yourself. There's like a message that I think needs to be reiterated, because with this card, it's showing that, things still have to get done. We still have to get up and go to work, or, take care of things. But again, you have to find that time for yourself. You have to take care of yourself and find that rest, and just that time to just be on your own. Because again, in order to help others and take care of everything, we got to take care of ourselves. So that's just Spirit pretty much saying, again, you have these wonderful things coming in for you, but make sure you're taking that time out for yourself. With the envy card, also, I feel like, and because it is over here in this area of what you're working away from, and kind of like the challenges where you're nervous about receiving this money, I feel like with the envy card, before this, okay, if it seems like because you've been having these financial, worries or struggles in some area, that you have just kind of been looking around and seeing what other people have and what they've been receiving. And it feels like you're saying, like, why can't I have that? Why don't I have that? Like, I work hard too. I deserve this too. Like, where's my reward? And I feel like that's been like almost stop me from seeing what you do have and what you should be, what you should also be grateful for. Because it feels like if you don't allow yourself to be grateful and appreciate what you have and what you've been through in your journey, that could possibly stop you from receiving what's owed to you and block that abundance from coming into your life. So but just be really careful about that. And I know it's so hard to look around sometimes and see other people kind of enjoying things that we should also be enjoying, or that we wish we had. I know it's hard and it's easier said than done, but I feel like in this case, because you're so close, that if this opportunity comes in for more money or just better finances, you're going to be so caught up in what other people have, you won't even see like the bag of gold that has just plopped into your lap, right? And you'll miss that golden opportunity to get what you've been waiting for in this month because you're so wrapped up in what other people are doing. So again, just really appreciate what you have, where you've been, what you've gone through, and just know that, your victory is coming. Okay, that reward that you've been waiting for, that financial prosperity, is coming in for you, probably much sooner than you think. So just prepare yourself and just be on the lookout for it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull just 3 cards from the Ancestor Oracle card deck and see if there's any messages your ancestors may have for you as well for October. Okay, so these are the 3 cards that popped out. And what was I just saying? We have the Be Thankful card. Wow. See, cannot make this up. Embrace your inner gypsy. Freedom, fun, and music. Find your voice. Express yourself. Open up. Sing out. Again, as I was just saying, I can't emphasize it enough. Be thankful. You have been through so much. You have, had your struggles. You are starting to walk away, or you have walked away from just this negative energy in your life. Be thankful of what you have survived. Be thankful of what you still have. And I think that's what the ancestors are just trying to emphasize, because you have so much more coming into your life. But you have had so much to be thankful for, even when you didn't even realize it. So continue to just, be thankful, be grateful, because, when we're grateful, it's almost like the universe sends in more things for us to be grateful for. When we can acknowledge like the things that we do have, what you put out into the universe, you get back. And there's so many wonderful things waiting to come to you, but you just need to be open enough and be prepared to receive it and accept it. Okay. Embrace your inner gypsy. You have been worried. You've been struggling. You are walking away from that negative thing. Now that you're letting it go, have fun, enjoy your freedom, whatever that looks like to you, enjoy it. Do things that you have missed. Do things that you have been afraid to do, that you haven't been able to do. Things that you have been able to focus on because maybe of the financial worries. Just start to find that freedom and that fun for yourself again. And it could be the smallest thing. Just from dancing more in your living room. Whatever it is, just do something that makes you feel better and just brings you joy, because you've earned it. You deserve it. And that's just an important thing to have in your life, period. right? That's the thing, that one of the things that keeps us going. Find your voice. So again, I don't know if you have been stifled. It feels like some of you are walking away from something that kind of took away your voice, took away like your independence, right? Kind of stifled your voice almost. And so I feel like now that you're walking, or you're leaving this thing behind, and it could be a relationship for some of you all, it's almost like it's time for you to find your voice again, find your power again, find your strength again, and just know that your voice is important. Expressing yourself is important. Speaking up for yourself is important. Let people know what you need, what you want. It's okay. It's important. You are important. So yeah, just find yourself again, start to work on that healing that you mentioned earlier. Embrace what's coming to you, be thankful, and just, prepare yourself, because I feel like October is going to be just a wonderful month of a lot of great changes, a lot of necessary changes for you. Things you probably didn't even know were going to start coming in for you. So I'm really excited, and I hope you're excited too. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will see y'all in November.